Welcome to Pacific Northwest Crafter, Flosstube episode number 20. My name is Crystal, and this is my channel where I talk about what I've been crafting for the last couple of weeks. Mostly cross-stitching, but sometimes there's some knitting and sewing thrown in there as well. So welcome everyone. It is Friday morning. It's just a couple more hours before Harvest Moon, so the Lindy Stitches virtual retreat that's happening this weekend. So I thought I'd jump on and film a Flosstube before I run to the grocery store and hunker down for stitching all weekend. Hope to see a lot of you there, and I'm looking forward to meeting some friends in some of the stitching rooms. It's been an uneventful couple of weeks. Nothing really too much going on. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes to see if I'm missing anything, and yeah, nothing much to update with. It's been nice. It's getting spurts of warm, but it's getting colder weather, so it's nice getting into cozy fall time, which I'm looking forward to. So just one little housekeeping thing. Giveaways, thank you for those that reached out to me. There's 3 giveaways on Flosstube episode number 18, which was kind of my 1-year anniversary, and 2 of the winners last week reached out to me and I shipped those off. And one of them though, that won the Way We Ride has not reached out to me. So I announced the winner back on Flosstube number 18, so go check that one out if you haven't yet. And if you are the winner of A Way We Ride, please reach out to me on Instagram in my on the digital messages, and I will get that one out to you. Other than that, let's jump right into it. Hopefully, this might be a quick one. I didn't work on all that many projects this week, but I was definitely in a Primrose Cottage mood. I got into the retreat. I'm very happy that I got into the retreat. So I was feeling all the Primrose Cottage vibes and everything, and it shows my stitching this week. So I do have 2 finishes, no fully finished outs. Timber is making a guest appearance here today, and he's tired of sitting behind me. But I did finish Autumn or Halloween Alphabet. I only have just a little bit left to do on this one, so I did finish this one. I stitched it on the call for, which is 32 count vintage Country Mocha with all the call for floss, which is Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks. Cute little stitch. I do have the frame to go with it, so I will hopefully I got plans to FFO that one soon. And then the next one that I finished was another Primrose Cottage, and it was a quick one, and it's another alphabet. It was their autumn alphabet. This one I started while I was camping last fall, and so I had just a little bit done, and it was a quick stitch. I think I had the border, except for the acorns, and this border to the leaves, but I stitched all the pumpkins and probably half the alphabet, and I think it was 2 nights of stitching. But this is on the call for, which is 28 count light taupe with the call for floss, which is Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. So really cute. And I did go shopping yesterday. I did my usually go monthly over into the valley to go to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Target, hit all the shops and everything. And I picked up a board that I'm thinking I might finish this on. So we will see. Stay tuned for that. So those were my 2 finishes. And then I had one start. Oh, do I plan to start a lot this weekend? Yes, I think I am. We'll see. I started Salem Sister Stitchery. Again, Primrose Cottage. And again, on all the call for. This is on 32 count vintage Country Mocha. And it's Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks. And this one's going really quick. I think I worked on this maybe 3 nights. And I got all this in. I started here in the middle. I cut my piece because I do have the hoop, and I started in the middle, so I make sure I had enough around all edges. And yeah, so I have it set up I need to fill in the letters and the spools and the big old pumpkin down here and everything. But yeah, this is coming along nicely. And I have the threads out. And this cute little scissor fob, or not scissor fob, I mean, you could probably use this as fob or thread fob. I don't know what the technical term is for that, but it's from Siggy's Closet and it's really cute. I like it. So there's that one. And the next one I did, I started it last year. And I think it started last year. Halloween Cauldron by Primrose Cottage. And this one I am stitching on 32 count Stormy Night, the called for. And this one is all DMC. And this one's turning out really cute too. I wanted to make sure that I got in the outline of the cauldron and put the little frog in there. And yeah, I just have a few more flowers, and yeah, this one's come along nicely as well. And these are on the cute little candy corn floss straps I got with the Sip and Stitch last year. Yeah, my plan is I was trying to set it up that I had a lot of fill-in for this weekend. That way, when I'm distracted talking and everything, I won't make a mistake in counting and such. So that was the plan for that. Right. Table's a little bit cluttered today. So put those back there. The next two projects I worked on, because there's only two other projects, I'm so about. One of them is Autumn by Stitching with the Housewives. And this one, I think it's cute. It's really cute. And I got the whole kit when I got back into cross stitching back in September-ish of 2023. And so I didn't know what I was all in for and such. So I'm like, okay, let's get a kit and I can try out all the things on this one. And it was they're good kits through Fat Quarter Shop. It comes with a lovely bag. There is a little fob on here that you can put, except it's kind of heavy, so it pulled it down a lot. And it comes with the pattern as well as the cloth and all of the floss and some fabric for your FFO. See the fabric for the FFO? And where's the floss at? The floss I do not have on a drop. So right now it looks like this. But it works. And I started stitching it and I'm just not feeling it anymore. So what I got done, I don't know if I even stitch on it at all in 2024. But I had Autumn and then I had most of this guy filled out. And you can see the house and it goes a little bit here. A little bit down to the grass. And this is, it's what came with the kit. 28 count thin white pine by Fabric Flair. So it's easily stitching. And if anybody, because with all the other ones were 32 count or 28, and this one's 28, so I used 2 threads over 2. And this one, so this, I finished up him, and I worked on the pumpkins, and I came over here and I finished this guy. And you notice how this, I put it as a square versus, because it's supposed to be another house over here versus house. What I think I'm going to do is unpick all of this, make these into hay bales, and then the little pumpkins, there's 3 little pumpkins here with crows on them, and then try to make a grassy hill right in here, and then call it good and make it into a project bag. That's the tentative plans on that one. So I've been working on this one. It's good for outside because it's 28 count, so I really don't need a magnifier. I can use my readers and be perfectly fine on it. So I've been sitting outside when it's been nice and working on it then. The next one is I don't have the pattern to show you because it is the Fat Quarter Shop Mystery Sal for fall this year. It's called Autumn Nights, I believe. And the whole thing is released now, I believe, on Fat Quarter Shop, so you can check it out. It's absolutely free pattern. But I started it, and I really like the fall, the border. That's week 1. And then this is week 2. And I'm not loving it. One, that little starburst is kind of funky looking. There's a lot of other people that have mentioned that. I know somebody redesigned it a little bit to make it into more of a quilt block looking star. I don't remember who it was though. But I found that out after I stitched this one. And what it is you like every other square is a different so it's 2 colors of floss in there. Can you see that? Kind of see it. 2 colors of floss in there, so every other square is the other color. And kind of the same with this pumpkin over here. You can see it got a little to fill in that one. That's getting a little tedious. So I might adapt it a little bit as we go down. Yeah, not quite sure how. But I love the fabric and I love the colors. And the fabric is a new to me designer. They were at StitchCon last year, and I was lucky enough to get a freebie piece, so thank you. It's called Darling David, and the dyer is Those Missing Stitches, and this is 36 count linen. Let me hold that up. Oops. There we go. So it's really nice modeling on it. I like it a lot. And it's easy to work with too. So go check her out. She has a website. I believe I found it. I think I linked her last time, and I'll link her again on that one. And that is it for stitching. That's all I had. I was kind of concentrating on a few, plus I was doing some other stuff throughout the week, so I didn't have a lot of stitching time each night. So I was working on the same thing, trying to get those outlines and set myself up for some fill-in. Let's see, what else did I do? I did work on some sewing projects, so I will talk about those a little bit. Let's see here. Before I go into my haul. Yep. So I had a kit from last fall. Carrie with Tiger Lily, she had this class and a pattern and a class, and you could get some kits, and I got a kit last year, but then things got away with me and Christmas season came, I think, and I went on to some other project. So I finally got it out again and stitched up this great bag. And it's just little squares that you sew together, and you have some fusible fleece in between. And it's really cute. So that's a great little fall bag that needs a project. And then I made another bag from Carrie. This one is actually at Harvest Moon this weekend. And I worked ahead of time because I have a tendency that if I'm trying to work along, I get behind. I'm slower. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it ahead of time. That way I have my list of questions like, okay, what about this place? I was a little bit confused. And what about this part? So I'll be ready for that when we have class on Saturday. But this turned out so darn cute. And it's the spooky little thing. And this little chenille in the middle is so darn cute. That's a little bit tricky working with, trying to get it all around the edges, but it was doable. And then also a cute little lining, and it's again the fusible foam. And yeah, and this is actually English paper piecing is what you do to do the starburst, and I've never done that before. So this is fun, new technique, something new that I learned, and I already have ideas of ones I want to do in other fabric lines. I think it'd be really cute for Christmas. I have some fabric that has presents, so I thought maybe presents in the middle. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, so that is what I did. And I have a bunch of scraps that I'm going to probably make a crumb bag with. So yeah, so that was my sewing. I did do some knitting, but I mean, I was just working on socks that are in progress, so nothing finished or everything. And I finally did take my quilt that you'll notice is gone, the Hey Boo quilt. I took it to a semi-local long arm company, and so that was what I did yesterday. They're over in the Portland area closer, so I took it and dropped it off, and supposedly 3 weeks it's supposed to be done. I didn't realize that it took so long. I think that was my thing, was was hoping it's Hey Boo, so I wanted it for the Halloween season. And yeah, that just means I have to plan ahead a little bit more. If I'm not going to quilt it myself, then make it ahead of time enough so I'll have it for the season that I want it in. So that's food for thought, lessons learned. Let's see, haul is what I got left. Since we were talking about knitting, I'll talk about that, and then I'll move on to some other things, and then we'll end up with plans, loose plans. I did get a couple of skeins of yarn, as well as a pattern. So I've only knitted socks, shawls or cowls and scarves and hats. And so I don't know what got into me, but I felt like I wanted to do a sweater. So I got Petite Knit no frills sweater, which looks pretty okay. It uses a lot of yarn though. And it was getting pricey for the, like, oh, this would be cool to make it in. Like, oh, price tag, not so much maybe if I'm not going to make it quickly in my first one. So I still want to make it, but I think I want to find a more economical option for yarn. So constellation prize was, I did get the Moonglow sock set. And because these colors are just so great. And I absolutely love, green's my favorite color. And this green is just yum. And then so is the teal. And then that, I just love all fall colors. So looking forward to making some socks. I think I might try some color work socks on these. So we'll see. Will that get done this fall? Who knows? Because I think I have 3 or 4 sock pairs up there. And I do have plans to start another one in October with this one. This is Magic Land. Is it Magic Land? Yeah, Magic Land yarn. And all of her yarns have kind of Disney themed names. And so I absolutely love it. This is Park After Dark. So she had a pre-order for some spooky colors. And I just opened this up and I went to look on her website to see if she had this line up still, and she doesn't, because there's a really cute orange and pink one, like it was cream and then oranges and pinks, because that's like the colors this year for Disney, it seems, for Halloween. And I didn't get it, and then I got this one, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had gotten it. So we'll see if she lets it out or if she puts some more out. But this was really cute yarn, and I'm going to make some cute little socks. I love like all those colors in there. Cute Halloween socks for that one. And then I only got cross stitch wise. Oh, I did go to the attic. Went to the attic yesterday, and that bag is in the other room. I got a lot of floss for some projects I was trying to kit up. The only pattern I got is Brenda Gervais' When Witches Go Riding. I got that pattern because, of course, I don't have enough patterns. But got that one, and I got flosses. Did I get anything else there? I don't think I did. There might have been a piece of gray fabric in 46 count. I think I got. That was Salt Bush by Fox and Rabbit in 46 count. So got that. The other one that came in though was Primrose Cottage and their new Halloween stuff. Mostly new Halloween stuff, but a couple other patterns slipped in there as well. I hadn't gotten Snowman 25 yet. So I had to have this one because I've stitched the other two. And you know what though? I stitched the other two in DMC. So the call for on this one is the classic. Is it classic? No, it is color and cotton. But there is a DMC conversion in the red. And when I stitched this one, the first one, that's all in DMC. And so I kind of wanted to keep it the same tone and not variegated, so that's why I stitched this one in DMC. Have I fully finished these? No, but they're done. So that's the plans on this one too, is I think finish it in, or stitch it in DMC as well. And then her cute Plentiful Harvest, got that pattern. I have the patriotic one, and I have it a little bit done, but not a lot. I love fall things. It's like starting a fall and all the way through to like probably February. All the stitchy stuff. And then I got all of some Halloween things. So I got her finishing fabrics to finish some stuff. And I got the floss pack because I did get both the Salem Sister Sweet Shop as well as my magic wand, which is so darn cute. And then, of course, I had to get Luna. Do I use needle winders? No, I don't, because I stitch in hand and that would fall over. But they make cute little magnets to hold up your pattern on your little metallic stitchy board. Like, I have a lap desk, and then there's the metallic book stand, and I put my pattern on it, and that's what those are for. And decorations. They're really cute. What was it? So they did it where they took it apart, and then they just made it as like a little on your shirt, magnet on your shirt, which is cute. So I do that. But Luna is so adorably cute, couldn't resist her. And then I got a couple of one of their little packages of wooden pieces. And these are really cute. A little bat. And the ghosty. They're cute little help with the bowl fillers. As I'm now decorating for fall. I'm going to go fall. We'll hold off on the Halloween for just a little bit longer. And yeah, that is about it. Plans. Harvest Moon. It's in a couple of hours. Plan to do that. I need to go to the grocery store. Need to go to recycling. So yeah, I gotta take care of some house stuff first, and then it is Stitchy time all weekend. So it was nice to be able to take some days off and get some of the life stuff done so I can enjoy the whole weekend and relax. And yeah, I have a few projects I want to kit up as well as start. There's some fall things and Halloween things in there. Let's see if I have. There's like a Canetto. I want to start that one. Let's just bring them all over here. I want to start this one. This one I need to adapt because I do have a board that I want to finish it on, and all of this is too big, so I need to work on that. And of course, Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee and Toil and Trouble. I started this last year and I wasn't liking the fabric, so it was a purple and my purple wasn't showing up in the purple, so I changed it. And I have some graves. I want to start that one. And yeah, I got Autumn Quilt. That's another one I need to start. Yeah, of course, need to start. And yeah, that's about all the plans. I have list plans that I want to stitch a lot this weekend and chat and go into the Stitchy groups, do some of the speed dating. I made some really great friends with the speed dating and I keep in touch with still. And there's some friends that I know that are going to be at Harvest Moon, so hoping to meet up in the Stitchy rooms on those. But then there's some meet and greets, and my thought was meet and greet time. It's great to listen to and everything, but I'm not necessarily responding to anybody. So that point in time, I was thinking that will force that time I'll set it that I will be working on FFOs and do that. So maybe that'll get some FFOs done this weekend. So we'll see what happens, where the mood takes me. But I hope you have a great weekend and hope to see you at Harvest Moon, or drop me a line if you're working on any of the projects that I'm working on. Love to hear that. And yeah, if you have any questions too, feel free to drop a line on that one as well. And that's about it. Nice and short and sweet this week. And I'm sure next time will be a lot longer because I'll have a lot more that I probably have started since now. But have a great weekend and talk to you soon.